Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Matt, Home Advisor at Lime Painting, and I'm very proud to introduce one of our recent clients who just got limed, and she wants to tell you her story.
I sure do. Matt came up to us like the beginning of the summer as we were doing a garage sale in our neighborhood, and my husband and I had been wanting to get our house painted. It had been a while, and the timing was perfect when Matt got here. So we started out having him look over the outside. We knew we had some boards that needed to be replaced, and just a general our house was kind of tired from the outside, so just a general overall cheer up of the house. So I went around and he did a very thorough examination of the outside of the house, and then not too long after that we got a wonderful bid and decided to go ahead with it. Before we did the outside, we were so impressed with Matt's professionalism, and we met the crew, and then we discussed doing the inside of our house at the same time since we had the guys here. And we saw their expert work, and decided to go ahead and finish doing the inside once they got done with the outside. So they really spent almost a month with us, and I think you can see we took this whole paneled wall that used to just be probably a builder's grade maple, stained in kind of a golden oak color. And one of the things with me is my father was in the lumber business, so he would never really want us to paint over wood, but we decided to update the house in the inside and get a little brave and do the interior panels. So we completely changed the color. We completely changed all the trim work. You can see there are 4 different colors worked into this whole wall. So we kept that same color family and redid the entire wall, and it feels to me like it's so much more updated now. These are the kind of the restoration hardware kind of decor that we liked. So we continued through the kitchen, and upstairs we did our first 2 floors completely. They did the insides of the doors, and we kept some of the doors on the other side, just the stained look, which is not an easy thing to do. It's a person painting that has to really tend to the details. And these guys were fantastic. So we couldn't be happier with the results. Our kitchen was a golden oak with a Brazilian cherry trim. Probably this was the biggest stretch for us to change it to this gray. But we have blue pearl granite here, and it just totally brings out the richness of the granite too. So we completely changed our house, and we are very, very, very excited about it. And the best part is the expertise of the crew who we had from Lime Painting. And I really mean that sincerely. One other thing that we decided to do, this was all white. And so I wanted a little contrast up here on the ceiling. So we painted this molding the same as the woodwork in the house, and then did the ceiling in the light gray. Actually, we used the grouping with a new gray, and did the different shades in that same family throughout the house. But the thing that was so cool, after we got the house painted, we ordered some new duet blinds too, and it's uncanny how they match. And we've had more company now. My husband's very happy inviting people over because everything is just feels so clean and so updated. So it's just a matter of us showing it off and entertaining friends now. So we couldn't be happier, and love all the contrast of the shades.
Yay. Go.
Here's another thing that I'm so impressed that the guys did. If you've ever done any painting, you'll know how much detail work is included in the jobs. We debated about, these are in the 1980s style spindles that we really wanted to eliminate, but then decided with the look of the house, we thought we could pull it off by keeping it and just painting these spindles to match the woodwork. Well, look at the workmanship on this. This is, I can't even imagine painting each one of these, getting into all these grooves, and the guys did a wonderful, wonderful job, and now it doesn't look like the house was built in the 80s anymore.
Get that finish. Get the top in here too.
Yeah, and the finish work,
Beautiful.
they just did such a good job. I just can't impress enough how careful they were, and no mistakes, no, where the paint blurps under the tape. They are just such meticulous painters.
Thank you. Yeah.
In continuation to the spindles, check out this. This was just an oak door, which is a beautiful door, but we couldn't leave it oak. We had to continue with this, but yeah, you can see the beautiful
783,258 10 minutes before 15,191
Lime, our
W. Archer
appointments
DR
just
Golden
keep going.
80,000 for 101
I'm going to
USA.
have to cut that one out of there. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this was an oak door, which
Yeah.
was a beautiful door, but once we did the rest of the woodwork, we could not leave this oak because it's in the main entry of our house. So look at the sheen on this paint.
Awesome.
It's going to be so easy to take care of, and they did a beautiful job. They sprayed this. So it looks very even, and we're really, really happy with this.
Cool. Let's move in the bathroom in there. We did these.
And again,
cabinets.
these were all oak cabinets as well.
Wow.
And just with the pulls that we had, I had them on the oak, and it's just amazing what this gray does to enhance the look of the modern look of the pulls. But this was also oak. I wouldn't say a very high quality, so I didn't feel that badly painting over it. But I do think they just did such a beautiful, beautiful job transforming the look of this house.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another thing that shows, again, the workmanship of these guys. This was an oak door, again, and on the other side is a stained wainscoted office. And so one side of these doors is the stained, and then they painted this side of the door the gray. But just look at the nice detail work and how careful they were in making this just a very professional looking look. And coming down the hall, and wait till you see this. We were so excited about the interior that they did. My husband wanted to redo the surface of our garage floor. So this is what we ended up with.
Holy
And
shine, Batman.
it is. We could have a party out here. This is an amazing
Eat off the floor. That's so
job.
clean.
We
Wow.
could eat right off that floor.
great.
Absolutely. I think it's wonderful. And one of the things that happened right after they did it is our little 6-year-old grandsons decided to walk right through it. So their little footprints are embedded in here, but it didn't do any damage to it. The guys were so careful with the way they did this. But this is going to be wonderful in the winter when we end up, having to clean the garage floor with
For
the
sure.
snowy tires. So we're very, and like I said, you can have a party out here.
Looks like I see some matching, looks like it matches your trim of your house.
Yeah, we stuck with the gray.
And you have some kind of gold tones in there too.
That's true.
That's
Little
great.
flecks, yeah. There's one area that is really shiny, and then another, didn't quite take the shine. It's kind of funny the way.
All right, we're outside now.
We're outside, and this is where it all started. But what the guys did is they did all of our trim, the body of our house, replaced 39 boards that as they looked at and showed us as they did it.
39
So we
boards.
were feeling really, really confident and we really trusted them because they showed us the boards were kind of squishy. The house was built in 1987, so you would expect that after all these years. But replaced all these boards, and I do like the term, it enriched the integrity of our home by what they did. They did all the caulking, they did all the priming, never cut corners, and I sincerely mean that too. They did all of our pergola here, which, think about doing that job. They did all of our, sealed all of our teak so that it stayed fresh, and did all of our mahogany furniture downstairs, to the gazebo, our posts, all the trim work here, and did a beautiful job on all these railings. So they were really faded and starting to rust. So they completely primed everything, which we loved so much, and all the caulking, and just made these railings look so much healthier. This was a fascia board here that was rotten, and they replaced this whole thing all along the
Looks
whole
great.
side of our deck, the facing of our deck, and did all the caulking. And one thing I really like that I probably will need to talk about this in a couple of years from now, but I really do like this duration paint.
Yes.
I like the look of it. I like the sheen on the side of our house. It's going to be easy to keep clean, and I just think it's going to wear really well. So it was a new product for me. Normally haven't done Sherwin-Williams paint, but this is very, very good paint.
Cool. I think I've changed a lot of positions. Now I'm on the down low. You're on the up.
Yeah, so now I'm looking down at.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chris. There you guys have it. And on the count of 3, why don't you tell someone else to get limed? 1, 2, 3.
We got limed, so should you.